Let's make meat pies or empanadas. So I got some ground turkey beef. You can use any protein of your choice. So I got my onions nicely chopped. Here you want to do a very fine chop, as small as possible. And same thing I did with garlic. This is optional. If you want, you add. Some people do add, some don't add. So it's optional, it's your choice. So again, you want to give them some very, very tiny fine chops. So set that aside. Prepping before cooking these meat pies or empanadas is very, very important. So I got my potato. One large potato is enough. Any type of potato here is okay. It doesn't it's not it's not selective. So I cleaned it, washed it again, give it a very fine chop, like very clean, as tiny as you can go. So that's what I did here. So I'll allow you to watch me do those fine chops. And when you're doing this, be very careful, safety first, your fingers. And if you can't go as fine as I did, just do whatever that is possible. Also, scoop that and set aside. So the next thing we're going to do now is to prepare the fillings. So use any oil of your choice. So I put all the my choice condiments, and especially those ones that I have chopped and kept aside. So now I put the onions and garlic together. Allow it to fry. Just allow it to fry and release its aroma here. Patience is key under a medium heat. Then you now add your finely chopped potatoes. So stir and allow it to cook, for about a minute. Then you can add your ground beef or chicken. Here I use ground turkey. Okay, and mine was frozen, that's why it's in block. So yours might be loose. So just put it, and at the end of the day it will melt and come out fine. And so yes, so this is the outcome. So I just stirred and check for taste, check for salt, and then I added my green vegetables here. So this is already pre-packed, it was store-bought. If you want to chop yours, also chop your carrots and whatever ingredients finely chopped. So what I did, I just sprinkled some flour on this sauce that I'm making, and the reason is to bind them together. So we set that aside. Now let's go make our dough. So I put in 3 cups of dough. 3 cups is usually the quantity that a food processor contains at a particular time. If you want to use your hands, you can go ahead. If you want to do more, you can use your hands too. So today I just wanted it easy, okay? So I put in 3 cups and half teaspoon of salt, and I just process it. I mean, you can use your hands to, or a whisker to mix it, but I chose to just do it this way. Now I added butter and process it. It came out crumbly. Then I added some water. So adding your water, add batch little by little until you get a consistency that you want. Then afterwards I now put it in my mixing bowl, as you can see me, and I use my hands to thoroughly mix it and make sure it wasn't sticky. So this is me now getting my board ready, and I rubbed it with some kind of dry flour, and the reason is so that it's not going to be sticky while you're working with your flour. So I always advise work in sections, some kind of comfortable portions, just if you want to work with 1/3 or 1/4, just work with small sections, okay? So the outcome quality is what matters. So this is me here trying to spread it, and I used my dough cutter. So you can use a plate, a saucer, whatever that has a circle shape or whatever shape you desire. So the most important thing is you're able to get out a shape of your choice, okay? So that's what I did here, and that's what I'm still doing. So just cutting out those shapes, and then I set them aside. So continue working until you are done, working with the dough. And can use your hands, whatever works for you here. Just the outcome quality is what matters. So take your time. So I just spread them aside, I'm trying to get a circle shape because that was the shape I desire. So I now scoop in a tablespoon of the filling inside the flat dough. Try not to overfill it, and one important key here is water binds it. So I just rub water at the edge and it binds it, and then I use my fork to to seal it properly like you see me doing. That's it. Ta-da! That's it. And then see me, watch me again. I do the second time. Try not to don't put too much filling, okay? And then use water to seal, to put at the edges. It helps with proper sealing. And then use your fingers, and then you can use the fork to give it that final sealing. And that's it. Easy peasy. That's it. It's not a rocket science. It doesn't have to be perfect. But you know what you're trying to achieve, okay? Yeah, just make sure those fillings are secured inside the dough. So, okay, let me do it one more time. So I just put a filling in the middle, like so, depending on the size of your circle dough. Yeah, so use water to just make sure, to help with the sealing. And that's it. That's it. Easy peasy. Once you get a hand of it, it is super easy. In fact, it is fun. I had fun doing this. Like, I kept doing and doing. At the time, it was fun. It was like, working and playing at the same time. So I was done with the rest of the dough behind the camera. So here is egg wash. So two things. You can add egg while you're mixing your dough, or you can egg wash afterwards. Is up to you, or you can do the two. It's totally your choice. So I chose to do some egg wash, and the reason for this egg wash is to further seal it so that it doesn't blow open while it's in under heat, and again to give it a very perfect look after the fact, if that makes sense. Like, it will give it a very bright, it's like polishing, okay? It's like, giving it that final polishing, and it will come out very bright and yummy looking. Okay, so that's what I did here. So I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 empanadas, and so after doing this, I already had preheated my oven for 350, and then I baked for 45 minutes, and this was the outcome. You see, very beautiful looking meat pies, or empanadas, as you like, whatever you like to call it. Look at it, very yummy. Everybody enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed to this channel, click that red button that shows subscribe, and like, share this video, and I want to leave me a comment. Bye bye.